Okay, it looks like we are live. Take two.
Okay, great.
Here we're Steve.
Yep. After a false start due to technical difficulties, we are now back online, we hope.
Back live, and I've got my FOPE.
We're at Little Treasury Jewelers.
Do you have your FOPE?
I do, and we are kicking off our Timeout 2021 event. And the store is full of customers and representatives.
Jumping.
It is jumping. With our watch vendors and some watch celebrities that we'll introduce later.
A happening place.
Well, we think so. And so we're going to start going around talking to various folks. And I'm going to leave, and Craig will entertain you for a sec.
Let me know real quick what they can look forward to tomorrow in case they're coming tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow we start again at 11 and go till 5 p.m. And the highlight of the event, well, a couple of highlights. One is we'll again have fresh shut Chesapeake oysters out in the lot under our tent, and barbecue for our registered guests, and gift bags for everyone. And we have the Aris Airstream trailer parked out there. Beautiful trailer full of watches, and our prime event will be the watch wardrobing contest that we have at 2 o'clock, and we have about 25 entrants this year.
We're going to stream that live.
Yes, we are, and competing for several beautiful watches. So with that, I'm going to scoot over to do my first interview setup, and Craig will talk to you for a bit.
There you go. Just give me a thumbs up when you're ready. And so Steve's going to wander over. I think he's wandering over to the Grand Seiko setup. They've got a beautiful Grand Seiko setup. So I think that's where he's headed. And we're going to see how that interview progresses here. And let me just add that to the stream. Well, he's getting over there. I'll add him here in a second. And let me know in the comments, folks, how the audio is now. If everything is copacetic, let me know. And let me just go ahead and add this so that you can see what's going on live over at the Grand Seiko Boutique. Steve's got the E&G microphone, and hopefully we'll get a little interview here.
Okay, we're over here at the Little Treasury Grand Seiko Boutique, and I'm with our Grand Seiko regional executive, Mr. Francois Bizot, who has the most charming French accent. How are you doing today?
Very well, Steve. Thank you for having me today.
Okay, what's special? I mean, everything's special about Grand Seiko, but what have you brought today that our folks should be made aware of?
Well, today we brought a very unique piece, which is the birch. I know everybody has heard about the birch, but very few people have seen it. So it's our new Series 9 case with our new 9SA5 high beat movement, which gives you 80 hours of power reserve on the high beat movement, which is pretty exceptional. So it's also the new bracelet. The case is new as well. It's a lot of facets and for the hand polishing, the Zarazzo polishing.
Right. I think the folks probably can't see it very well from here, but later we'll put it over at our main station and do a close-up of that so you can see the beautiful dial work that's on it. There's made so many people looking after this watch. We do have a pretty good list of pre-orders on it.
Yes, and it's obviously was inspired by the birch forest that we have around our workshop in northern Japan. So, like with Grand Seiko, most things are inspired by nature, and this is another one of our winners. I think here we have a clear winner.
It's an absolute winner. And then there's another piece floating around that's fairly notable, and let's talk about that a bit.
Here we have what we call the Omiwatari, which features also a spring drive movement. It's a beautiful timepiece, very classic, very clean. Just three hands and a power reserve on the back. You know, a lot of people have been asking Grand Seiko to do that on their spring drive movements, and also inspired by nature by Lake Sua. It's actually a very beautiful dial featuring the frozen Lake Sua.
It's a gorgeous piece, and again, we can take that over to our headquarters station and show close-ups of that. Probably a little too distant for people to see right now, but another winner from this year's collection. Do you have anything you want to share with us about what's coming up? Any new announcements, things, any insider information you can give us?
Not so much, but I can say we introduced a series of limited editions of 140 pieces on a 37 millimeter case with a mechanical movement with two shades of green, and those have, created a lot of demand out there. And in December, we will have the new SLGA 007, which is a limited edition inspired again by Lake Sua with our new spring drive movement with 5 days of power reserve. So that's very exciting. So that's something to look forward to.
Yes, a lot of our customers are tracking these pieces, and I want your personal assurances that the little treasury will get its fair share of stock for these items.
100%. It will be a very fair share. I mean, Little Treasury is one of our preferred partners, so obviously you will get, I would say, good numbers of them. Yes.
I'll let you know if it's a good number, Francois.
I'm sure it will.
So with that, we'll show it over at the station there. Yeah, we will. Okay. So, Craig just barged in to tell us to do what we were going to do anyway, but that's the usual MO. And so, anyhow, Little Treasury really enjoys being a leading retailer for Grand Seiko. It's a wonderful relationship. We love the folks, we love the products, we love the customers, and this is the place to come to for Grand Seiko for sure.
Please come see Steve at Little Treasury.
Wow, I'm going to put you into one of my ads. Right. Okay, Francois. So, thank you so much. I'm going to go back and get reorganized.
Okay, that was Steve live from the Grand Seiko setup here, and he's expanded that setup, and he has a huge inventory. So come on in. He sold a couple of Grand Seikos to some of the VIP members, some of the Wrench Gang members on the channel, on my channel, Mid-Atlantic TV. This broadcast is going out over Steve's YouTube channel. It's going out over Mid-Atlantic TV. It's going out to the Mid-Atlantic TV Facebook page. It's going out to Steve's Facebook page, all simultaneously. So, and of course, these will be able to be watched after the fact on any of those channels. So stay tuned, and we're going to have another broadcast at 5 o'clock today. We're going to have a broadcast at 2 o'clock tomorrow for the watch wardrobing contest, and probably some other special broadcasts coming from this event over the next 2 days. So do stay tuned, and always share your comments. We're keeping an eye on it as best we can. We've got audio issues seem fine at the moment. Let me know if my audio is okay right now. The interview audios were okay, and we're going to get some close-ups of the watches. Steve has promised that as well. Some folks asked about that. Should I get a fourth GS? We'll have to talk about that. Which model are you looking at? Let us know which model you're looking at, and we will talk about that. Let me see if I can get a GS here in a second to show. David, can I show your watch? Just your watch? This is a SBGH 273. Let me get it on the close-up camera here, and I'll switch to that in a second here. And that is, I believe, 3 auto. Okay, and let me focus on that a little bit. And what's neat about this watch, what I really like about this watch is the gold accent where it has the GS really popping on that that dial. You can't really tell in this shot. And this is the problem with Grand Seiko is you have to see them in person. You have to see them in person. They're absolutely stunning. And this one is no exception. And this is the high beat. Notice how smooth that second hand's going around. It's almost like the spring drive. It is just a gorgeous piece that Dave picked up yesterday. And we got another interview. Give that to Dave. And let me get this back in position. And Bree, can you focus? Give that to Dave, and then focus on this watch. I'm going to cut to Steve.
Hi, Steve again at Little Treasuries Timeout 2021. I'm here with Brian Westmiller, who's representing two of our German brands, Meistersinger and Müller Glashütte. Let's do it with these brands, Brian.
So 2021 has seen a lot of new product for us. First one I want to show you is the Meistersinger Bell Aura. We brought back a long-forgotten complication, the sonnerie au passage, which is a chime at the top of the hour. It's a very subtle chime, so it's not an alarm. It's not going to interrupt your day, but it's a nice way to mark the passing of the time at the top of every hour. Those are available in a few different dial choices. They are here in the store. And for Müller Glashütte, taking a next step from our search and rescue timer, which has been one of our staple models for the last 15 years, we have introduced our new lumen dial. So it's a fully luminescent dial on top of our already popular platform. So we are very excited to be here, and we look forward to increasing the amount of Müller and Meistersinger wares, and you can do that here at Little Treasury Jewelers.
Thank you so much. And we'll show these pieces in the close-up. We'll take them over to Craig. And the first one will be the Meistersinger sonnerie, and the second one will be the SAR timer. So thanks again.
Thank you.
We're going to show close.
Okay. And Steve, do you want to come here and talk about the close-ups? She's going to show the close-ups.
Yeah.
So go ahead and get that in focus, Bree. I'll position it and you focus.
Which one is this? Yeah, okay.
Try to get that in focus. There, that looks pretty good right there, Bree. Hold it there.
Yeah. Is that okay? Great. So this piece is the Meistersinger sonnerie, and as Brian mentioned, it chimes the hour. It's a mechanical watch.
That is cool.
It does, and
I like that.
at the price point of need to check it over here. We're talking about 4,000. And 195, I believe. But looking at it from a distance, that is a fraction of the price of a usual sonnerie movement. So
nice.
Very special piece. Beautiful.
Is that in stock here for purchase?
It is in stock. It's we just received it, and it's a very special piece from the Meistersinger collection.
Okay.
So we're very proud to have that.
One?
Let's put the next one up. So this is from Müller Glashütte, which is the 150-plus-year-old family-owned company in Germany, and it is a new version of their SAR rescue timer, which is an extremely rugged piece, bead-blasted case, and the dial is totally luminescent. We don't have a dark space right now to show that to you, but it's a very sturdy, utilitarian well-loved model in this new incarnation.
Is that designed for heavy use? That looks like
Extremely heavy use. So this is used by the German search and rescue teams.
Okay.
It's built, purpose-built for them.
And I guess that's a huge screw-down crown I see on the side there.
It is, and just if you have an extreme application for a sport wristwatch, this would be it.
What is the material?
That is steel, and it's bead blasted.
And it looks like it's got a deployment clasp.
It does, and this one is on a black rubber strap, and it also comes on a rubber and steel bracelet. Very attractive, also. So,
do you have these in stock?
I have on order I do have this piece in stock, and I have on order the one with the steel and rubber bracelet as well.
Okay, so, and let's see. Somebody says he's going to be here at 4 o'clock. Oki Ali.
Okay, great.
And somebody says get a close-up of Bree. Okay, we'll work on that. And Blue says enjoying the live stream, guys. And hi, Steve. If I buy 5 watches, do I get 1 free?
My selection of the one.
Yeah, there you go. And Stig says, yes, this is great, and we shall return later.
Okay.
Not sure what that's about.
Okay, you leaving us?
Okay, so are you going to do another interview?
I would like to.
You wanted to show some close-ups of some of the Grand Seikos that he talked about? They wanted to see some
if
close-ups.
you can get them over there.
Could you bring 1 or 2 over? And Steve is going out in the field to grab a couple of watches. We do have watches here. So we do have watches. And let me switch back to camera 1, just because I can. And again, we're going to be live again at 5 o'clock today. And we're going to be live at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow for the wardrobing contest, and probably a 5 o'clock show tomorrow also. Matter of fact, I think we have that scheduled. And then maybe some other special shows. We'll see how that all goes. And we got another watch to show.
This has the factory wrap on it, so
that's okay.
Be aware of that.
Yeah.
This is the white birch, which is also more officially known as the SLGH005. And wonderful piece, and very high demand. We have.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep. So we have a
solid feeling.
It's a wonderful piece.
Okay, give me a second here to get this focused in, and then we'll cut onto this bad boy here. Let's see. We're gonna do a move over here, and then I'm gonna have to focus this a little bit.
Yeah, and again, that's got a factory wrap on it. It diminishes the beauty of the dial somewhat, but as you can see, it's a stunner.
Wow. And look at that second hand. Again, this is the high beat, and so it's got more beats.
10 beats per second.
It's just, wow. All I can say is wow. And, it's funny because, for 40 years, I wore Rolex watches. And they were great. I had 3 or 4 different day dates. And then I came into your store. You remember I was wearing a day date at the time. And that's it. I've been Grand Seiko ever since.
What's
that, 4 years now?
I think so. And the rest is history.
4 years
Craig
now.
and I became good friends, and he got me into the world of tubing.
And he hooked me up with an 002.
Yeah.
An 002 stunner, so which I have on wrist. Wrist as we speak. All right, so we got another piece.
Okay, so this is the SBGY 007 that we're putting up.
Oh wow, this is a beauty.
And this has a dial to die for. It is. I don't know if you're picking up the total texture of that, and it is designed to represent the waves during this summer over Lake Sua, which is nearby the factory where the watch is made. And our picture is a faint representation of what it is in reality. It's just a beautiful watch.
That is the downside of Grand Seikos. You have to see them in person.
Right.
You can try to take the best macro photo in the world of that watch, and you're going to look 10% of what it looks like in person.
Yeah, some of them are hard to replicate.
Why do you think that is? Is it just because of the way the light plays off it, and any bit of movement, it just is stunning? And
Also,
you can't capture that.
Also, I think you have to see it moving a little bit because it captures the light on all the different facets.
And of course, a picture's two-dimensional.
Yeah.
And these are very much a three-dimensional watch.
Right. And it needs some kind of a lot of the watch shots you see on the internet are head-on lighting. You need some kind of side lighting to pick up the textures, and they have to be fairly creative shots to really evoke what the watches are about.
Oki Ali, who's coming here at 4, says, Craig, you were the one that got me 100% NGS, as I was a Rolex owner as well. Blue says, SBGW273. Steve, let me know if he has this.
They haven't shipped yet at all, and very high demand. That and the 277 as well.
Okay.
275 is reserved for the boutiques. Regrettably, we can complain to Grand Seiko about that.
Okay.
So, but very tight allocation, extremely, unfortunately tight.
Okay. And so, are we going to try to do another field interview, or what are we doing next?
Let's take a moment break while we set up another interview, and I'm sure you can entertain the folks.
And I will cut to you when you're ready. Bree, y'all are in motion.
So
let's go to.
When are you going to do the trailer?
Huh?
When are you going to do the Oris?
Probably tomorrow. Maybe we talk to them. Okay. So I need to give these back.
Yeah, take your time, and I'll review everything. And Bree, you want to join me for a second while he takes those back? The lovely lady Brianna is assisting Steve with the remote shots. How are the remote shots going?
They're going well. I just have to adjust the camera and let them speak. I just got to monitor the whole thing. Be behind the scenes.
This watch and focus. That's pretty close already.
Yeah.
There we go. Brianna in the house. There's Blue. The Blue man.
The Blue.
And so the interviews in the field are going pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Really good job.
And let me do this like this. Just out of the way a little bit. Let us know also in the chat, is the audio working out good now?
Yeah,
and
please let us know.
By the way, we're going to leave everything running tonight.
Okay.
We're not turning anything off. We can turn off the cameras. We're not turning off anything else.
There's no battery down.
No battery issues.
No battery
we're
issues.
Not turning anything off. We're not doing that again. Okay?
Because we actually did the test broadcast.
Brianna has been indispensable here. We had problems earlier, and she was a troubleshooter extraordinary.
I was trying my best.
So are we ready? And the schedule, take your time. The schedule tomorrow is a 2:00 wardrobing contest. It's a famous contest that happens here when he has these events, and it is amazing. And then at 5:00, we're doing another live stream tomorrow at 5. We're doing another live stream today at 5, and we may do a special live stream before that. Are you thinking maybe, Steve, another live stream before the 5:00?
Yeah.
So we'll probably do another one. So stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed to Steve's channels, and make sure you're liking his Facebook page and all that, so you can watch this cool watch content live.
Cool.
And you can ask your questions while we're doing it. Audio's okay. We hear the background, but not bad. Yes, it is a hopping place, a jumping.
It's really busy.
Place.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and do another interview.
Bree, say hi to these VIPs real quick. Come on in.
Oh, yes.
Come on in with Bree. One at a time up on the camera. Bree, you ask them a question or two about their watch or whatever.
Okay, so what has captured your attention?
Where should I be looking? Oh, there's the camera.
There's the camera. That's the microphone. So you can stand there if you want.
Is he in the shot or is he too tall?
He's fine.
He's good. He's good.
So VIP member Kyle, what's your last name again?
Jet. J-E-T-T.
So what has captured your attention in this event?
I think
Which watches?
I think obviously everything from GS is looking super nice. We
Yeah.
had expected that, but what has surprised me so far, I think actually one of the most exciting things for me was getting here and I saw the Airstream outside, because I remember that from previous years or previous shows, and so I wanted to go in there and take a look at what they had. Oris was very impressive. Yeah, I might have to sleep on that. Luckily, I'm here for 2 days, so I don't know who's getting my business yet, but we're still trying to figure it out.
Okay.
Everything is looking good so far, though. Definitely.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Good. Well, glad you came. All right, can you bring Leslie in?
Yep, next.
So, oh my gosh.
Oh, look up here.
She's like shorter. Yeah, there you go. That's better. So, can you show your watch?
So I am wearing my Rolex Oyster Perpetual. How should I share it?
It's so tiny in person.
So nice.
So tiny.
It's great. Do not make it anymore.
Wow. It's like the perfect size for you.
It is, yeah.
Kyle Jet is my dude. Says blue.
Hello.
And then Leslie, hello.
Hello. Let's see. I don't think I'm gonna pick up a watch today, but maybe some jewelry.
Really?
Yeah, maybe some jewelry. I don't know.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
You should get a FOPE like me.
I tried them on, but
it's too.
I don't know which one.
They'll resize it
Yeah.
for you if you'd like. If you wanted one.
Yeah,
you know?
I think I'd have to go with the white gold.
The white gold
because
it matches.
It matches this.
Yeah. And your rings and
my
stuff.
rings, so I'm gonna have to do white gold if
Okay.
I get one. So, but the question is, what hand to use it on? I kind of like how it looks on this one.
Anywhere, I guess. Both hands.
Right. Your necklace is really pretty.
Really, thank you.
Is that custom made? Or?
No, this is. I just bought it. Yeah, for Brianna.
Did you buy it here?
Oh no. Somewhere else. All right.
It's pretty fun. We're live, right?
Yeah, we are live.
Wow. That's crazy.
And so we're gonna interview another brand.
Yes.
Another watch brand soon with Steve.
Triforce. People haven't met Rich here.
Hey.
Hello, another VIP member. Can you introduce yourself?
Sure. I'm Triforce Rich or Rich on YouTube. From CraigShipp, exactly.
All right. Any watches you're interested in buying, or do you have a watch on?
I have a Rolex GMT Pepsi on right now, and I saw the James Bond watch. I thought it was pretty cool. A lot nicer in person. A lot of these watches you just really can't experience.
Yeah, in picture. It's like you can't tell.
Especially Grand Seiko.
Grand Seiko.
David Williams actually just bought an Autumn, and I thought it was just, the blue was stunning.
Yeah.
So I really like that. And the store itself, everyone's great. Steve runs a class establishment. I'm glad I could make it out here.
Good. Well, thank you for coming.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to interview more brands with Steve.
You're going to have to find out is Steve who he's going to line up next.
Yeah.
For the interviews. Did you guys have some vittles? He's probably going to set out. He's probably going to put out a bunch of food later. When they're going to put it out. Okay, there you go. There you go. All right, and we are still live, and audio not bad, says Young Kim. Preference Rich, hey man, I thought you were bringing Lance along with you. And somebody says hello to Leslie. And yeah, so we're catching up. And Steve is going to set up another live shot. He's going to set up another live shot. And you got somebody else set up? All right, Steve's working on it. Steve's working on the next live shot. And when he gets that set up, we'll bring it to you. And let us know what you guys would like to see too. Give us some comments and some suggestions. Let us know what you'd like to see or who you'd like to hear from. That's why we're doing these live streams, is to reach out to folks that can't make it here. Okay. Steve is mingling with VIPs. There are a lot of VIPs here today. And Barbara's one of the VIPs he's talking to right now. And then Adam is here from is it Red Bar? I think it's Red Bar Group. That's what they call it. I think that's what it's called. A watch group, famous watch group. I should know the name of it. And so he's here. And so Steve has to make the rounds and glad hand everybody and all that kind of good stuff. We got the young lady from FOPE here. We're going to be showing a whole bunch of FOPE later. So that's really exciting. Of course, I'm a big fan of FOPE. I have one on wrist right now. Let's see. Vermont and Breitling. Okay. They want to see what's new in Vermont case. Okay. We will figure that out. Anyone there from Omega? I think there is, but they're not coming on camera. They're not allowed to come on camera because they're very controlled. But they're here. I see them here. Right over there, he's got a nice display, and it looks good. So Brianna's framing up another shot, and see Barbara walking by. All these VIPs here in the house. VIPs here at Little Treasury. Come on in tomorrow. Tomorrow's the big day with the wardrobing contest. Tune in for that. That's going to be live also on the same channel, live. And everybody just kind of hanging out, looking at some beautiful things. And you know, he has more than just watches here. His wife, Linda, Steve's wife, Linda, she is a master curator, if you ask me. She searches out all these really cool little items of jewelry, and she gathers them all up here in this beautiful store. So if you're looking for a ring, a necklace, engagement rings, whatever you're looking for. And he has those EDC knives. Steve curates a lot of EDC items. He also has some pre-owned items here that he curates. So they take their time and they really get some stuff together. You ready? Okay, I'm going to add Steve to the feed here. And there we go. And we've got Steve getting ready.
Okay, Steve again, Little Treasury at the Time Out 2021 event. And I'm here with James Sanchez from Breitling. Breitling's a relatively new brand here at Little Treasury. We've been with them since November, and so far it's been an excellent ride.
Yes.
How are you today?
I'm doing very well, very pleased to be here. I'm glad we finally made it. I know last year you couldn't have this event, so happy to see it back in action.
yeah, we're very grateful for all the soldiers who made it out for our event this year. And so what do you want to highlight about Breitling this year? What's really special going on?
I think for us, this has been probably the year of the chronomat. I think you can see we came out about a year ago with the 42 millimeter version, kind of brought back our rouleau bracelet, which is very distinctly Breitling. And then this year came out with the 44 millimeter version with the ceramic bezel and the ceramic accents on the pushers. That's been doing really well for us. Also came out with the ladies versions of those same watches in fun lacquer dials in the 36 millimeter and the 32 millimeter ports. So for us, I think, that's kind of been our highlight this year, in addition to obviously the endurance watch, which has been doing really well for us. So
Yeah, the endurance is a lot of fun. I mean, it's hard to resist and very light. And we'll show a shot of one of those over at the counter when we go over there. So, are there any highlights of what's to come from Breitling that you can share with us?
some things coming next month. I'm not able to talk about it yet, but stay tuned. And if you're not subscribed to our newsletter, I would suggest going to the website and subscribing so you're up to date with the latest info on Breitling.
Okay, and hopefully we'll be able to have one of those pieces here in the store. Okay, very good. Well, thank you for sharing with us, and thank you for making the trip to be with us.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here. Thank you.
Okay.
We could be monitoring the main cameras, but we don't really need it because we got it here. That should be mounted on something. So now we just remove this, and then we are back. We are back, and so Steve is going to line up another shot, and when he gets that ready to go, we'll cut back to the Stevester. And so, does he carry Rolex only? No, only used Rolexes. And he does get them sometimes. He does get used ones, and he usually has a fair price on them. And they sell pretty quick. He gets them on trade-in. And so, yes. We've had a request also for Vermont.
What?
We've had a request for Vermont also.
Well, then let's stay on target here.
And let's get this in here. Oh, wow. Whoa. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Okay, go down.
Wow. All I can say is wow.
That piece is
the hold on a second.
Breitling Super Chronomat that Jane was showing us over at the Vermont Breitling counter. Excuse me, slip of the tongue. And very hefty piece. That's an in-house movement of the one movement. Ceramic bezel insert and the beautiful rouleau bracelet with the.
Are they upping their game? When I saw that watch, I'm like, whoa.
Yeah, they really are, and really coming on strong with some really beautiful pieces.
How long have you been an AD for this?
Just since last November, so we're just getting off the ground.
That is a beauty.
Yeah.
That is a beauty. No Rolex at Low Treasure. Do you have any used Rolexes?
Not in stock at the moment. I have a lot of other pre-owned.
He gets them from time to time, but not right now. Show the watch up close. We're doing that right now. Line up some Grand Seikos, says blue. We'll work on that. Okay, next watch. It's actually cut back
shown that.
We get this.
So this is a very cool summer warm season watch, I would say. It's it's made out of Breitling, which is a proprietary material from Breitling. It's extremely light, extremely durable. It's quartz, but very wearable. A great sport watch. Yeah, very heavy use. And it also comes in red and orange and black, and we have those in-house as well.
Wow.
So
nice. I like it.
Yeah. Very nice piece.
That pops.
So let's just put back the American Airlines special that we've been showing, and this one over here, and that will be. And these are very hard to get pieces. American Airlines
in stock right now.
Well, it's in stock for the show. If there's such short supply, if we sell it, we sell it. Otherwise, it's got to go back.
So if anybody wants that watch, you got to step up today or tomorrow.
I think I'm going to sell it tomorrow. So,
tomorrow that watch is going to be sold to somebody. So come on in here. I picked up the new Speedy from them last month. Great watch. Robert Tate.
Okay, well, Robert, thank you so much. And if there's any chance of you stopping at the show, I think be very pleased about what you would see here. We're having a wonderful time, really high spirits. A lot of watches, and just had a surprise visitor brand come through. I'm not going to disclose it, but everybody's delighted to see them here, and we're romancing each other, let's put it that way right now.
Now, is there anybody else that you want to interview before we wrap up? You want to bring any of the VIPs over here and interview?
Yeah, I'd like to bring Barbara over
Adam,
here. Where is that? Adam is probably out by the oysters. Let me grab Barb and
let's just start cycling a few of them.
I'll just get her over here.
Okay, perfect. Steve's going to go sweep up some VIPs and bring them in for some comments. When he comes with Barbara, I'm going to step out and let them have a conversation. Why don't you put that in the corner so nobody trips on it?
It's in the shot.
Let her go over here.
You need water?
Grab that water. This wasn't yours, was it?
Yes, it was, I think.
Oh, it was?
Get over here. Are we live? We're live? Okay, I am here with Barbara Palumbo, who's a very introverted individual, and we have to give her a break or something.
Extrovert.
So Barbara is a noted watch personality. She's an author. She's a blogger. She's a multi-talented lady who is very, very active in the watch industry. Do you think that's an accurate portrayal?
Yeah, it's completely accurate. Yes.
Okay.
And actually, I see you guys giving out some Revolution magazines here. I have an article in this month's issue.
Okay, Barb is a correspondent for Revolution magazine.
But very proudly Revolution.
Okay, what is your article this month?
So I've been covering women watch collectors for Revolution. And we've been highlighting in each of the issues a different woman watch collector from around the world. You know, seemingly you see a lot of watch collectors highlighted, but more and more, trying to get women more interested in watches.
Right.
It's sort of like if you see it, you can be it.
Also, how about getting the brands more interested in women?
In women's, right, but aren't just mother of pearl dials and diamond markers.
Yeah, so people are looking beyond that. I had a lady asked about a black dial version of a watch that in the women's sizes, they probably would never dream of doing black. And she said, well, that was then, this is now, I want a black.
Well, I think you guys have a couple of brands here that are, again, Nomos to me, I love the sizes that they do. And there's nothing diamond, nothing fancy, no mother of pearl.
Right.
It's just a watch that easily someone with a smaller wrist could wear
comfortably,
and it's a great brand. Bremont, oddly enough, they discontinued their Solo 32. I own that Solo 32, but they do have a 36, which again is like there's no diamonds on it. It's just a watch that I would wear every day, and I love it. So you guys are, Oris is another brand. They're making smaller sizes. I like a 36. I like a 34 millimeter watch.
Right.
It's just what I'm comfortable with. But I'm an oddity because many of my, I'm 48, but many of the women I know who are millennials, they prefer the 40, 42 millimeter watches. So I think because there were so few options for women for so long.
So what's happened to the days of the 27, 28 millimeter watch?
I know, but it's funny because look, guys are going back to small.
I know, it's starting to be
comfortable 36s, and women were comfortable wearing.
And brands are starting to mark them as unisex more and more.
Right, yes.
Especially in that sort of 35, 36.
We say gender neutral. Is the polite term.
Yeah, right. Very, very nice.
we don't. Yes, these are gender neutral watches. Again, Grand Seiko, what they released this year that we saw when we were in Vegas.
Right.
Very gender neutral timepieces. I think that a woman easily could wear. And I'm sure you're selling them to women.
Yeah, absolutely.
We hope to sell a lot more this weekend, right? Thanks for
trying
having me back, buddy.
Oh, well, my pleasure.
I'm really excited.
And then tomorrow, you're going to be the MC for our watch wardrobing contest.
I can't believe you're letting me do it again.
I can't either. I'm a little nervous, but we'll keep an eye on you.
Hey, I got a coupon for 3 oysters. I'm gonna go out and
get it?
Yeah, totally. What?
And then we have some nice craft beers, and I think we're going to roll out the drinks. Our guy Cameron is multi-talent. Yeah, okay. Take it easy. Take it easy. So anyhow, we're going to have a blast.
Yeah,
and if you're in the area and you haven't signed up yet, you can still do that on our website. You can
I will
make it
tell you
out.
this. I made a post this morning on
did you?
Instagram. My Instagram is what's on her wrist.
Okay,
If you're
great.
not following, please do follow. I made a post and I got a direct message from a guy in the area who said, do I just show up or do I have to sign up? And I sent him to your website and he signed up and he said he'll be here either today or tomorrow.
Oh, wonderful.
So you'll have,
Okay.
I think more people come in.
Right.
I know Adam Craniotes posted about it as well. So try to get some of these Redware folks from the area.
Before you get off, you have written a book about watches, and you brought a few copies here. Is that correct? Tell us about it. What is the?
So about 4 years ago, 4 or 5 years ago, I guess, maybe 4 years ago, I wrote a children's book with Oris, who's a brand that's here, and their Airstream is here, which I was so excited to see their Airstream colors. You've got to come out and see this.
Yeah, and we'll take the camera out there later and show us a beautiful, beautiful Airstream trailer full of watches.
Cool. Very cool. But I had this idea and I pitched it to VJ, the North American CEO at Oris, that, time is really important. And I have 2 kids, and time with my kids is really important. And I had this idea to write a children's book that I thought, if we have parents out there that are buying and wearing Oris watches, how fun to be able to introduce sort of like the watch world to their own kids and actually have something that would be in common or be together. So I wrote a children's book. It's all in verse. The whole book rhymes. It's called Floris Dolores, the Oris Cronoris. And it's a hard book. So like if you have a young kid, it's one of those hard page books, but I took about 20 copies with me here. And I think you guys have a couple copies on hand, which I'm happy to do signings.
So, and that's just for any guest who wants to pick one up?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what, if they buy an Oris, you definitely get one. It's always
great.
Happen, right?
Okay.
Thank you for asking.
Okay, well, thank you. And then Barb will be on again later. We're not going to let her get away with just this brief interview. We had too much fun.
Just make sure you don't get me on after I've had the wine. You want to get me on free wine.
We did some patented shots. All right.
Thank you. Thanks
thank you so much.
Okay.
Yeah, it's our pleasure.
Bye, guys.
Yeah, okay. Great. Okay, so we are, I need to read the comments here, and this thing has an odd angle. Okay, all right, we want a photo op. Excuse me. Yeah. Thank you.
Is he here?
Huh? He'll be back. Okay.
Because you
Okay.
we're leaving.
Okay. All right, would you go sit and talk on the TV? Craig.
She wanted me to talk.
Craig.
She wanted me to talk. What do I have to say?
Just say Steve's going up. I have to say goodbye. Just go on.
No.
Craig, take over. I gotta say goodbye. Craig is gonna take over. Gotta say goodbye to someone.
Okay, and so I'm back, and Steve is out and about. We never know what Steve is up to. Maybe he's going to get another VIP. Let me check with Linda. We'll see. And we've got 23 live viewers. Does he have an SPGA 231? Yes, he does. I think he has one more in stock. I will confirm. Let's see here. The new GS 34 millimeter in stock. Wife and I could share it. LOL. Okay. Omega 07 GS. Barbara, lovely lady. I picked up a new. Okay. By the way, I have toyed with the idea of selling my SPGA 231, believe it or not, because I want to start wearing the 002 Stunner all the time. I've decided this could be an all-arounder. Imagine that. So you all going to talk?
Hey, coming back. My wife, Linda, is here. She's our co-conspirator in the business.
Hi, everyone.
Actually, Linda's the founder, and I'm the mere worker here. And she's a little shy. We had to drag her in front of the camera. And so the whole family's shy. And So, how's the event going so far, honey?
Actually, from the beginning, when we don't open, turned out really, really good. Very surprised.
Surprised about what?
Surprised it's a lot of people, a lot of vendors, and support us.
Yeah. So very high beat, upbeat mood in the store, and very exciting. So make it out here tomorrow if you can, folks. And let's see what some of the questions here. Hi, Linda from Blue. And okay. And someone asked if we have an SBGA 231 in stock, and affirmative, we do. And the new 34 millimeters not yet out. Grand Seiko, the question. And I'm the man, yes. I don't know, sometimes my wife doesn't think I am, but that's another thing. She's the man.
Yes, he's working so hard.
Yeah.
Not even on the store, even home.
All right. It's a piece of cake. So, all right. And Blue wants to be kept in mind for the SPGW 277. We will. And Linda does work. Linda works hard. Actually, a lot of the logistics, this poor lady has been running around for 10 days or so, pulling everything together. And it's hard to imagine the moving parts for something like this. We have tents outside, oysters, we have barbecue with servers, and just a lot of pieces. And
put it together.
She's done a great job with it. So thank you, honey. So, okay, anything else you want to add? Anything about the watches? Anything you're excited about?
Yeah, I really excited about the couple and the Nomos. Nomos always is my fan, and even I wear one almost 5 years.
So what model is that? You don't know? Okay, it's the Tetra square watch. It's a manual wind, and I thought that she has a number of watches, and none really caught her. She would wear sporadically, and then she got this watch. It was manual wind. I thought, no way she's going to wind this watch every day. And
actually, I wear every single day. So this is my second strap.
Yeah.
Second
strap.
Yeah, second strap.
Yeah. So
actually, it's my honey gave me the gifts.
Yeah, right. So that was the easy gift. Was there not that easy? And then you'll see also on Linda's wrist, she also is a FOPE aficionado, the way we both are. Both have, I think hers is yellow gold and mine is rose gold.
Also, and I have the ring, have to be stretched, the ring. Okay.
Camera's up that way.
Camera this way.
Oh wait, I have an idea. Come over here. Come down there.
It's the ring.
Let's see. We're gonna switch cameras. And okay. So what about this little piece?
This is the ring. It's stretched. See, it's stretched, and I can wear anything that I want. It's so easy, comfortable. It's have a little diamond on there, but it's a daily wear, perfect.
Okay. Yes, I see our WAGs coming in tomorrow just for a few hours for the show. Really appreciate your making a little detour on your business trip as you did last time in 2019. And looking forward to seeing you, and the rest of the crowd from the CraigShipp channel are already enjoying themselves pretty well, and look forward to seeing you then. So let's get this back to here. All right, so I think we might be ready to wrap this up. I would like to do another interview. We will need to move some equipment. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the overhead shot. We're going to set up and do another brand interview next. So. I think I want to do Lindsay.
Are you going to do her over there?
No, right, she's right here. This one.
So you want her to come?
No, I want to do one of these.
Bree, you need help. Good job switching to the wide shot. Good job. Okay. Steve is getting ready for an interview with the young lady from FOPE. FOPE. Somebody said our Wag's in the house. Is he in the house today? I think he's coming tomorrow. So they're getting everything set up. Are we ready? Getting everything set up. I'm going to pull up that camera just because we can.
Will this autofocus?
And I'm going to go side by side here. Actually, I'm going to go like this. This. And then when they're ready, I'm going to cut to them. Okay, here we go. Solo with Steve.
Okay, back again. We're doing our interview with, this time with FOPE, the jewelry line, gold jewelry line that we carry. And you might add, why jewelry in our watch show? Well, it turns out a lot of our watch aficionados have a very special thing for FOPE, and it's become sort of a thing out of our store. And I'm going to introduce you now to Lindsay Metzler. Is that Menser, sorry, from FOPE. And tell us briefly about the brand FOPE, if you will.
Sure. FOPE is an Italian goldsmith based out of Vicenza, Italy. We are a family-owned business. Been doing this for 92 years. All of our bracelets are 18 karat solid gold. Even the little springs inside are gold, so this is solid. We just launched our men's line, and this is part of it. This is one of the men's bracelets. It's got black diamonds. They just roll right on. It's got a patented Flexit material. So that's worldwide, patented.
Okay, and so there are little springs inside. Those springs are gold as well.
Yes.
Everything except for the diamonds is 18 karat gold.
Solid 18 karat gold and totally flexible. It's the only one patented.
And not only flexible, but durable flexible.
Yes, very durable.
Some of us have almost abused them, and they actually seem to go all the way back to original spec.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so there's a little bit of magic in these things. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely.
So what about the different sizes? I'm talking about the size of the dimensions of the individual links. What choices are there for men, for instance?
So the men comes in, this is our largest gauge for the men.
What do you know? How many millimeters is that? 6 or 8 or something?
I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure. But they do come in different sizes and different meshes. So this is our biggest one. But we have from like our Vendome collection is a more flat mesh.
Right.
So, but it's all made with that same flexibility flexit material.
And then the Vendome is new this year for men?
Yes, all of our men's pieces are brand new. And this, for example, is the different mesh that I was talking about. So it's more flat and it lays flatter on your wrist.
Sure. But it also stretches.
It also stretches.
Way. Yeah, really amazing.
We've also got the couplings.
Yeah. So other jewelry
These are
items.
new.
Okay, beautiful.
Yep.
What's the stone on the end of that?
This is an upside down black diamond, rose gold.
Okay.
We also have complementary or matching earrings for the ladies. So the couples want to get a set.
So his and hers, right?
His and hers, yep.
Yeah, very nice. So what about the different materials? Everything is 18 karat gold, I take it?
Yes, everything is 18 karat.
And then what are the color choices?
Yellow, white, and rose.
Okay, so the whole thing. So I wear rose, my wife wears yellow. Just sold a gentleman here in the store white gold. He's very delighted with it. He didn't want to feel too obviously wearing a large gold bracelet, so he's very happy to be under the radar. So there's pretty much something for everybody, and these are nice matching pieces if husband and wife or man and girlfriend want to have something that's similar, but one made for the man, one made for the woman.
Definitely.
Very good choice. So we love the brand. It's not that widely distributed, so it's a little bit exclusive or quite exclusive, and we're very proud to be carrying it. So Lindsay, thank you so much for coming to the show, putting up with our watch crowd, and showing your beautiful jewelry.
Thank you so much for having us. We're happy to be here.
Okay, wonderful. Have a good time.
Thank you.
So we're going to put up a couple of the pieces on the podium here. Craig, can I pass you this? Craig. And let's
do a little close-up shot on a FOPE here in a moment. Give us a moment here. Wow. All these second here. All right, and let me remove this. Remove that. And we're not
finished the push.
Auto. There we go. Okay, so
again.
now we can go to 3, is it?
2.
Auto. There we go.
Little focus action.
So we're focused right on that part there.
Okay, so you don't have a great depth of field.
No.
So anyway, this is showing a yellow gold flexit bracelet in the larger size. I think it's probably 7 or 8 millimeter beads on those, and matching cufflinks, which is new this year. And also the diamonds on the barrel there are new, part of the new men's collection. And so the one I have and the one Craig has just have a gold barrel, and these are a little more upscale, a little flashy.
You know, I do sometimes wear cufflinks.
Do you? You have your eyes on those, eh?
Imagine that. So there we go. This is beautiful, and I want to. Can we possibly bring the young lady back over here to retell the story about the torture test we put this through?
Okay,
or should we not?
Well,
that was a torture test.
You could tell it too. Yep.
What's her? Can you
Lindsay.
invite Lindsay? Come on over.
Yeah, you go.
Step up to this mic right here. Let me cut back. Let's see here if I can get back to our camera. Here we go. I got to tell you this story. This is hilarious. So this bracelet right here, all right? Brianna and I decided that we would see how this would look on her ankle. Okay? So what we did was we stretched this and got it over, and you know the thick part of the leg and the ankle, that you really have to stretch it, right? So we got it on her ankle, and we have a picture to prove it, and we had to really stretch it to get it on the ankle. Getting it off
was harder.
Really bad, really bad. I was scared to death I was going to break it. I knew I was going to break it, right? We soaked her. We did everything we could. We pulled this thing. I mean, I pulled it as hard as I could, and we just got it off. Just got it off. Nothing happened to it. I don't recommend you do this at home, folks. I don't recommend you do this at home.
Please don't do that.
But I swear I did it with this particular bracelet, and it's fine.
Yes, I believe it. You know what? I'm not surprised.
I thought it was going to have to go back to Steve. I said, this thing is going to break and go all over the place.
Don't bring it back to me.
And I'll tell you what, look at it. Look at what you can do with these things. It's insane.
Well, you know what? If it ever does come apart, send it to us, and we will ship it directly to the factory, and it will be repaired.
It is insane. I mean, how can they possibly make it strong like this and have it be all 18 karat gold, including the springs? It has to be magic.
It's patented.
Whatever they do it. FOPE, get yourself some FOPE.
Yes,
Let's switch back here to this close-up. Get yourself some FOPE. That's what you got to do. And see Steve here at littletreasury.com. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. So let's see if Adam is going to come in and be. Are you going to interview Adam? Okay. Let me cut back.
Step over here.
Adam, you'll be talking.
Okay, so back again, and I'm here with my good friend, my kissing cousin, Adam Craniotes, who is the founder of the Red Bar Group.
Correct.
And you are a contributor to Revolution Magazine.
That's also correct.
And what else? What else, Adam?
Let's say, besides being an all-around bon vivant, man about town. But yeah, right now it's running Red Bar and then working as an editor-at-large for Revolution Magazine.
Right. Okay.
Which is keeping me pretty busy.
I'm sure. So, there may be some folks out there in our listening audience that aren't totally familiar with Red Bar Group, Red Bar Crew. Could you sort of give a little,
of course.
What's it about?
Yeah, well, first of all, Red Bar Group is the world's largest collectors community. We are on pretty much every continent. I'm working on Antarctica. If I can get somebody at McMurdo Station, we'll have every continent. But we are in 70 cities around the world. And it's really just a way for collectors to get together and share their passion, but to do it in a way that's, no snobbery, just have fun. And I really feel like in this hobby, if you're not having fun, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. So, but how do people get together? What's the?
Well, we have a website, so you can go check it out. It's just redbargroup.com, and from there you can put in a query. And then find out if we're in a city that you're in, and then we connect you with the people who run that chapter.
And then the chapters do what typically?
Well, the chapters hold in-person events, although obviously with the pandemic, a lot of them have switched to online, so they'll have Zoom events.
Right.
But they're getting back into it now. Even in New York City, we are starting to do events again. So,
right.
But yeah, it's hanging out at a bar. Sometimes we work with brands directly.
Right. Okay.
And they'll showcase new timepieces and that sort of thing. But
sure.
At the end of the day, it's really just getting the collectors together to have fun.
Right. And it seems like the Red Bar Group, I think it's the group, does watches in conjunction with some of the brands.
That's true.
And I see you're wearing a very pretty piece. I wonder if you'd snake it off your wrist. We can put it in our little.
Here we go.
Please, close up. Okay. We'll
flip that around.
We'll get it set up. And so this is an example of. Whoops, wrong camera.
Okay.
There we are.
Well, yeah, so you can see pretty clearly it's a Frederic Constant.
Yeah.
And it's a brand that we've actually worked with a lot in terms of having events, helping them launch collections. And so actually, it was way before COVID, they approached us about doing a limited edition watch that we would help design. And it was based on the upcoming High Life collection that has since been launched. And so this was our take on it. A few unique design elements. Obviously, you have the red highlights. What we're most proud of, though, is the what we call the blood moon. Typically, you don't see a moon phase with a blood red moon on it.
This is a little dark, so we're not quite seeing.
I think if you shift the watch a little bit, maybe.
Yeah, it's actually a very striking watch, and
you can sort of see it there, like the electric blue and then the red on the thing. But it was, it's a fun project, but we do work with brands directly. And most of these projects for us, it's actually the money goes to charity.
Does it? Okay.
So, and we've done projects with Oris, Maurice Lacroix, and we have quite a few coming up, actually.
Right. Okay. Well, fabulous. So, can the general public purchase these watches, or?
Yes, they can. A couple of them we first reserve for our members, and then. If they didn't sell, then, we sort of opened it up to the general public. This particular project, though, we did open up so that anybody is welcome to get one.
Right.
Again, part of that is because the money does not go to us. It goes to people who need it. So we want to make sure that we sell them.
Okay, so that's great. Red Bar, very dynamic group. We've attended a number of their dinners. And, very low-key, accepting group.
That's the whole point.
Not very little sign of snobbery or anything like that.
Oh, no, we're very specific about that. I think you get that for free every day. So if you're hanging out with us, we want to make sure that that's not something you have to worry about.
Okay. So let's see. What happened? Looks like we might have a technical glitch. I don't know. So we're going to go to the overhead shot, see what's going on. If something specific has happened and you can hear, please post. Thanks.
All set? That was my pleasure.
Good job.
To be here. It's been a long time coming.
Yes, yes. I appreciate you coming.
No, not at all. Not at all. I got some coffee. You want anything?
Yep.
Coffee? Did you leg out the food?
They have the boozes out, right? Yep, get some booze.
Okay, and it looks like Steve switched back to the wide shot. And so we're going to touch base. We're going to see, are we ready to wrap for now, or because we're going to go live at 5 again?
No, then let's wrap her up. Someone said what happened, so is there...
Well, everything says no technical glitch, all is good. So nice piece. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe they were looking at the old show or something.
Okay, maybe.
So I don't know. Okay, so let's switch back
let's
to
wrap her
us.
up.
And we're going to be back on, folks, at 5 o'clock, unless we decide to do something before then.
If you have any specific requests, put them in the chat, and we'll
make
follow
sure
up.
you're subscribed to Steve's channel. Let's see some more GS Steve. Maybe next show.
Yep, and specifics, please. We have over 100 GS here.
Let us know what you want, and good job, Steve.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
We're going to wrap this puppy up. We're going to wrap it. Here we go. Ending the broadcast.
Great.